Mark.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is the Dad Pod. So, on tonight's episode, we decided that we're going to go ahead and step outside and do a little grilling action. And I've got my 2-year-old up and running around.
So you're going to hear him in the background
And
quite a bit,
you
just babbling.
Might hear the crickets. It's a nice autumn night. It's not too cold. And just the right temperature, to be honest. So I got some changing going on the leaves on my bush right in front of us. And just seems like it's a nice, perfect night. So I figure, our episode should be about the great outdoors. So growing up, what was one of the best memories you would say that you had in just being outside? I know there's got to be a lot with you because
Yeah, most of my childhood was outside,
Yeah.
unless, I was playing a game. But even then, I'd go out quite a lot. Some of my best memories, that's hard to say, honestly. I'd always go out, wreak havoc in the woods at the park near my house. And that was nice until they blazed a trail through there and all that. And all the paths disappeared because no one's allowed in there anymore. But
it's kind of a small park now.
it is a small park, but at least they upgraded the playground equipment.
And they put on a dog park, didn't they?
Yes, that's a bonus.
Let's see.
And so that's probably one of my favorite things from childhood, being outdoors. I have vague memories of when I was in middle school, I believe. No, it was probably the freshman year of going to the mountains
Oh yeah, which mountain?
south, right on the border of Ohio.
Oh, okay. Right
And,
there, right towards like Appalachians.
Yeah. I went up there with my cousin, my aunt, and her boyfriend? I don't know. I know I was up there and we did some four-wheeling and fishing.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what you do in the Appalachians. It really is. That's actually something I did a lot growing up. Every summer, I'd end up going down to West Virginia,
Oh, yeah?
like right in the thick of the Appalachian mountains,
Right.
And my grandparents actually lived right on the hillside of a huge mountainside, and oh my gosh, I got a few pictures on Facebook of waking up. Oh, I wasn't waking up, I was already awake, but of basically the sun was hitting the mountainside right across from where it was.
That's always a lovely sight.
Oh, beautiful. And you really don't know how to live until you see that happening,
Right.
Hey, could you give me the butter to do this?
What you're hearing now is we're getting foil. We're going to put some mushrooms inside. We're going to make a nice little foil pocket for the mushrooms. Saute with some butter and maybe...
And my 2-year-old is screaming at me. He wants one. You're welcome. You're going to need more foil than that.
That is true. We'll try that again.
Now, I didn't go camping very often.
I've not been camping often either.
I know.
went camping twice, 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, we went 2 years in a row with her being pregnant.
8 months pregnant.
8 months
Goodness.
pregnant each time. It was right in June both times.
Salt, garlic.
Hey, could you give me the salt?
Salt and what?
Pepper.
And salt and pepper. Ooh, big stick of this butter.
Yep. It'll work. There you go. Plenty of garlic in there.
Salt, pepper.
Now see, last time I went camping, last time I remember camping, like actual camping, I was with Adam and Chelsea.
Oh man, that's pulling some memories.
And we were
Chelsea?
No.
Okay.
out Oaks Quarry Park.
It's heavy duty foil, man. Stop trying
I
to
wanted to make
fold
it a pocket.
It is a pocket.
I couldn't. But last time I went camping, we were out at Oaks Quarry Park,
That is yours.
and we had trouble with the fire at first. It just didn't want to start, no matter what we did. So I ended up hiking all the way down to the gas station, the Marathon station, and picking up some lighter fluid, and then used it to get going.
At least you didn't use gasoline.
Nah, I'm smarter than that.
I've done that.
I know you've done that.
I set the outside of the gas can on fire twice.
Speaking of, we ought to go camping sometime.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's been a while since I've gone, and I thoroughly enjoy just chilling by a fire. And
We have a 4-person sleeper.
the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents bought us.
Yeah. We're also munching down on some cheese and petite toast.
we are showcasing, what is it, double brie?
Double cream brie.
Double cream brie today.
Oh.
It is really good cheese.
My mind just went in the gutter.
Let's leave that out of the pod, please.
I doubt I'm even picking up on it.
You are a little bit.
We are.
Cut me out of it.
Can't cut you out. I don't edit.
Should.
I don't. What, Kevin, what we got on the grill today?
Today we've got chicken tenders on the grill. We've got 3 on there with some Kansas City barbecue sauce, sweet and smoky. And they're just sitting on there cooking in their juices. And we've also got a nice dry rub set. We've got, 7, 8 of those?
Yeah, I think so.
Sitting in there, dry rubbed up, cooking slow. And then we just put the mushrooms on. Whole stick of butter, tons of garlic, plenty of salt and pepper.
Oh yeah, that makes for a good good set of mushrooms. You don't like mushrooms,
Honestly, I've never been a fan of fungus.
but have you tried mine?
I'll probably give it a go.
You probably won't be able to get past the texture.
Nope.
But I can
Never have
almost
been able to.
guarantee you that you'll like the taste.
Oh, you can never go wrong with butter, garlic, and
Salt and pepper.
salt and pepper.
Oh yeah, I mean
It's a
that,
staple.
that's 4 out of the 5 ingredients for great cooking. The last one being oregano.
Right. Pretty much.
That's just how it goes.
We're also going to be doing mashed potatoes in a little while. Actually.
Those are just microwave mashed potatoes. There's nothing fancy about
Yeah.
those. Last time I went camping was when Brie was not this time 8 months pregnant, but last time 8 months pregnant with our daughter.
Right.
And we had James in her tent with
Oh, God.
her, and I had John in my tent sitting down downwind
Goodness.
a little bit.
See, I like to camp without tents. I like
Oh yeah,
to rough it
Air
and
mattress.
just kind of...
we would have done that, except that it had been raining the entire weekend. It still made it really fun, though.
Oh, I bet it was.
We
Where did you guys end up going?
it was a little lake down in Kentucky.
AJ Jolly.
Yeah, AJ Jolly Park in Kentucky.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, and
We got a whole campground to ourselves.
See, that's another thing. I like to be off the beaten path.
oh yeah,
I prefer not to camp at a campground because
that's why the
you
Appalachians.
get too many people come around.
The Appalachians are great for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I would definitely love to do that sometime with you guys. That would be real fun.
Skeleton arm back.
Yep, I'd even be okay with bringing the kids.
Yeah, they'd probably enjoy it. Well, they'd have plenty of space to run around and stuff.
Now, I'd say one of my favorite memories of being outside and being in the outdoors is we would go out camping at John Bryan State Park a lot. And every time we would do that, my uncle would bring a Frisbee. One year, my cousin brought this tiny little boom box. Can't remember.
Was it a baby boom?
I don't know what it was.
I think I had one.
Dude,
It was like this big.
you're asking me a question about a memory from 20 years ago. But what I do remember was we were listening to one of my Uncle Michael's albums. I can't remember who the heck sings it, but the song was "Fire on the Mountain."
Yeah.
And it's a really catchy tune. Fire on the mountain. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but it's
I think I have.
And-
It sounds familiar.
we would stay up and listen to that and just we had a blast, man.
It sounds like a good time.
Oh yeah, especially being a kid, not a care in the world. I did scare my parents.
Did you?
Yeah, because I ended up
Did you
going.
disappear?
Yeah, I disappeared. And I ended up going and playing with a kid at a playground,
Oh,
and
God.
he was all like, "Hey, do you want to come over and eat with us?" And I, being the little kid I was, I probably wasn't any older than 7,
Right.
and I was like, "Yeah, let's go do it." And my dad came yelling for me because he couldn't find me. And that was like one of the first moments of my life where it stuck with me that,
Where he genuinely freaks your parents out.
yeah, it's like, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't do that. And like, watching Criminal Minds and crap like that growing up, it's like, wow, stuff like that can actually happen.
Yeah, that I can see how they would be worried about that.
Oh yeah. And then
Now, see, for me, most of my outdoor childhood memories, when it comes to camping and stuff, isn't actually camping. It would be more. I would go to Holden Beach every few years, and we would just me and my grandparents and my aunt and uncle, and when they were old enough, my nephew, nieces,
right.
all of them would all, rent a beach house. Well, now we do 2 separate beach houses because there's just way
Yeah,
too
there's too
many
many
of us.
people.
But we'd go rent a beach house and chill on the beach for an entire week,
Oh yeah.
and it was a great time.
That's
It
the
really
kind of crap I
was.
wanna do with my family.
And I had to come over a couple of years to watch dogs for you.
Sorry, we've got
Where's
a
James?
In front of us.
vehicle pulling up right now. Just give us a second here.
Live kind of on a duplex.
Okay, sorry about that.
That was a little loud, wasn't it?
It was.
It was registered in red, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was peaking. Why are they just sitting there? Okay, there they go.
They gotta make sure they're not gonna hit anybody on backing out into the street.
But yeah, Holden Beach is probably one of my favorite memories of being outside. I really did love when I would go visit Allison to hike in the mountains up there, because there was beautiful mountains up there.
Where was that at?
That was in the middle of Virginia, Forest, Virginia, Lynchburg, Forest area.
Gotcha. I've never been to Virginia. I've been to West Virginia.
I've been through West Virginia.
That's a hilly freaking place, depending on where we're at.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I've been to Kentucky. I was in Tennessee when I was a kid. One of the things that I liked when I would visit Kentucky was it was my my mom's parents. They lived on this plot of land that was basically in the valley of huge fucking mountains on either side, and there was a huge flat plain valley, which is normal and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like a mesa.
It was beautiful. So we go out and visit, and that was some beautiful landscaping too. I've never been to a beach.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we need to
Plan a nice trip out.
We need to do that. We need to get a nice little Holden Beach trip. My aunt has a beach house that she would, in the off season, would let me use for free, and we could go and chill down there.
Do you
For a
want more
week.
cheese, buddy? You want a petite toast? Mommy, could you put a little cheese on there for him?
But yeah, we'll definitely look into making that happen too.
I would not mind that at all.
I know you'd enjoy it. It's beautiful.
I tell you what, just being next to an ocean would open up my sinuses.
Oh yeah, it's
Has been-
good for that.
like-
And if it's violent waves, them waves smacking you with that salt water, whew, clears your sinuses out like that.
Whenever I talk to somebody who like has moved into Ohio, most of the time they would be like very stuffy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Ohio, but
Ohio has high pollen, high just everything.
Yeah. That's
I mean I know my nose is constantly stuffed up, and
that's probably why 50% of the astronauts that come from the U.S. come from Ohio.
because Ohio's so bad, everyone just wants to leave the planet
Let's
as
get out
far
of this
as
planet.
possible from Ohio, please.
I mean, we've got.
That is my favorite joke, by the way.
I know, I love it. We've got an astronaut from our hometown.
We do,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I heard though that he was kind of a jerk growing up.
Who said
I
that?
wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, we have an astronaut from Fairborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what it's like up there.
Cold.
Talk about outdoors.
Yeah. Can't get much more outdoor than that.
Yeah. They had that all-female spacewalk just the other day.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Nothing bad happened, I don't think.
Oh, good. I mean,
We'd probably have heard about it.
well, yeah,
then.
that's true. I probably would have heard something about it.
Now that's one thing Dad can really get into is stuff about space.
Yeah. Space has always been an interesting topic.
We ought to dedicate one of the episodes to it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. As a matter of fact, this weekend, our town happened to be doing a block party downtown. We
Yep.
were actually going to cover it, but we're not ready for that yet. Not
Yeah.
quite.
I'm wanting to get more equipment, and I want to get business cards set up so that we can actually introduce people to the podcast.
And, you know, we can ask if it's alright to use the footage of them
Yeah.
and all that. Which would be cool.
Legalities! Yay!
Yay! Not getting sued.
Yay!
So,
But that is kind of, it's not the great outdoors in that instance, but that's one of those venues. It's outdoors.
It is. They literally line Main Street for 2 blocks with tents of people and
Live music,
rides. They have kiddie rides for the
Carnival
kids.
games.
Carnival games. They even have a bunch of food trucks come out,
you
and
there.
it's just a very strong community-oriented thing.
and people come from all over to
They
join.
really do. We got people. I think I heard somebody say something along the lines that they came from Iowa.
Wow.
Like, why? Why are you here? I mean, I get that we're a big Halloween central area, and
Yeah.
actually
Well, I mean-
we've been covered on a few shows on
Oh yeah, I mean,
television.
there's
talking about it.
there if you go to there's this truck stop that I've visited down south, and it was like towards the border of West Virginia, Kentucky area, and the one of the things that they had was like this little kiosk, spinning kiosk of little pamphlets for different places to visit.
Yeah.
And I'm like scrolling through it, and right there, right in the middle, Fairborn. I'm like,
Wow.
why do they have one? Of course, I open it up, and it's
Halloween.
because Halloween.
I'm not giving this to you. I wanted to show it to you.
Oh, that
Because,
is
you know, Foyborn.
yeah, Foyborn.
We're Foyborn. And we're not Fairborn, we're Foyborn.
Foyborn. Here, James.
Are y'all drinking your wine?
Yeah, a little bit.
That dry rub smells wonderful.
Oh, it looks wonderful. I tell you what, tonight's a nice night.
Tonight's a great night. It really is.
Yeah.
No, this is not for
I
Bubby.
kind of expected it to be colder,
Yeah, this.
but it's actually turned out really nice.
Yeah. That's the one thing you can't really
Can't
predict. Yeah, you
Not
can't
lie.
predict it. Not because what? Just a few days ago, it was like 43 degrees out.
Right. I was freezing headed into work, and then today I'm out here in literally just short sleeves,
Yeah.
chilling by the grill and making some dinner.
Heck yeah, those
Let's be honest
look
though,
good.
in Ohio, we'd have 3 feet of snow on the grounds. People would still be out grilling.
That's
That
true.
is true.
That is very true.
We're gonna leave the mushrooms on a little longer.
Yeah, bump up the heat actually, almost to high. Because it's right in that hot spot.
Yeah.
Right there in the middle. Generate the most. Oh my gosh, those smell amazing.
They do.
The mushrooms
So,
or the chicken?
The chicken.
Our topic being outdoors. What is your favorite kind of outdoors? You've mentioned you've not really been to a beach, so you can't really count that. But you live in a plains area. You've been to the mountains. I don't know about desert, but
You have honey on your shirt.
I know I have.
what's your
You know,
favorite kind of outdoors?
I don't think I would even want to visit a desert region.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, seeing, coming from, most of the exposure that I've seen of desert landscape being from Breaking Bad, because they use a
Yeah.
lot of desert landscapes, there's not a whole lot to see out there. I would,
I think it's mostly just to, enjoy the solitude.
yeah, and I could probably do that, but if I were going to do that, I would have to have not had a family.
Understandable,
I'd like to see the
completely
Grand Canyon.
understandable.
Grand Canyon would be a good place to. I'd like.
That'd
to
be
see
an
that.
interesting thing to
But
see.
I wouldn't want to go, just to see the top of it. I'd actually want to take one.
Go
of the,
down to the river and all
Yeah,
that, and see all the caves.
I'd
and
like to
whatnot.
see that. I do like cave-like landscapes too.
Yeah. I've always wanted to find a cave.
Down in Tennessee, I say down, it's down from us, but up in the mountains, in a stilted cabin in the woods, with a hot tub on the deck, on a cooler night,
Something like this.
in the hot tub, looking out at the downscape of the mountain behind you.
Oh, that would be beautiful. She's thought of this.
Yeah.
No, I've done it with
So-
family, and I'd like to do it
Just with me,
with you and our family, and
I would like that.
rewrite the bad memories I had.
I'm okay with that. We can do that.
So for me, I've been just about every situation except desert. And if I have been desert, it would have been I was too young to remember.
Right.
Because I was born in California. But I don't remember any of that because we moved here before I was even 1 year old. So I enjoy the plains and I enjoy the mountains.
Boo.
The beach is very difficult to top, but at the same time, if I had a plains with nice hills,
Off in the distance.
cavern system to discover or something,
Oh,
I
that.
think that would be the prime thing.
We need to do something with you.
Yes, that'd be great.
With a. I did it as a kid with my family,
Yeah.
and it was, if I remember correctly, it's called the Hidden Lake. It's a cave system
Oh.
that you can go in a tour, and at the very bottom of the cave system is an actual lake with blind trout,
Oh, that's cool.
and they'll take you out on a boat, and you can
You can go and
and
catch the blind trout.
they'll throw food and they'll come right up to the boat, and you can actually reach out and
No.
touch them with how close they get, and it's an awesome
That sounds pretty cool.
going down to it. It's really
Where's it
nice. I'd have to look it up. I've looked it up before because it was something I've told Mark about.
That sounds pretty cool. You know, all this talk about caves and stuff. always brings up Ohio Caverns.
I haven't been out there since I was a kid.
I haven't been out there since, God, was it
It's
high
in
school?
Tennessee.
Was it high school or maybe middle school?
Yeah, I think it was middle school because I think I would remember that from high school.
Because I remember being on Delta, and we'd take a bunch of trips. I can't remember if we ever actually went to Ohio Caverns or not.
I'm not thinking
Sorry,
that
it's
we did.
the Lost Sea is what they call it.
Oh, that's neat.
They have. That's part of the water.
Oh, wow.
The
Yeah,
only-
we definitely should do that sometime.
The only thing about Ohio Caverns is it is pricey.
Well,
That's-
not only that, it's
That's the entrance into the caves.
cool.
It's
It's
a giant yellow tunnel.
so popular these days. You actually
There
have
you
to get
go.
part of the tour. You can't just ask a tour guide take you and a group of 2 other people or 3 other people down. You have to wait till you're a full group.
Yeah.
And
And like most tourist attractions, it has the hole to hell.
yeah, no surprise there.
They actually have it red lit.
That's funny.
Hey, there's no need for that.
Tell you what, he is vocal.
Yeah, he hasn't shut up since I got back over here.
We need to go to that one place that we went last year to see the Christmas lights.
Oh yeah, there was this.
There's a cave system that they decked out with Christmas lights,
Oh,
like right
that's
in,
neat.
like right inside Kentucky.
I wasn't impressed.
And I
though.
think not with the Christmas lights, but I think they do zip lining
They
throughout
do.
the year.
They do.
Mm.
Like they do rock climbing and zip lines and stuff.
That though, that
That
would be
freaking
cool.
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
There's
I love doing the outdoor stuff. I
Here's a picture
don't
of the.
do it anymore because I don't
fish.
have anyone to do it with, really.
They actually have lights underneath the water to see them.
I mean, you're always working,
yeah, but
and
he
I
saves
work
up the vacay
early.
time.
So, I mean,
as long as I can get vacation time saved up, which I mean, it doesn't take long for me
Oh,
to get
that's cool.
a few days saved up, and we could go over a weekend or something.
yeah, that'd be cool.
This one you can actually move it around. You can, if you move it this way, you can see
Oh, it's a
more
pan
of
and
the.
scan.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you can see like the entire.
Oh, that's neat. We should check that out sometime.
I mean, it's in Tennessee. It's not that far away,
No, yeah, it's
state-wise.
one thing I would like to see is go down there. Oh, dang it! Was that the park that actually caught fire? I'm thinking of down there in Tennessee.
Oh, Conley Bottom.
No, not Conley Bottom. I'm talking
That's the
about
one that caught fire.
I'm talking about the huge fire.
Oh, the one that was like the wildfire
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that the freaking kids started from throwing matches walking down a trail. Oh my god.
Kids these days, man.
I know,
And I hate that I said that because it makes me feel so goddamn old.
but it's
But kids
it's so
these
true.
days.
It's so true.
Seriously.
There's a reason I don't like my own generation. And each one after them seems to get worse and worse.
I mean, I try to not be part of my generation. I don't want to be associated with a bunch of whining ass snowflakes.
I don't want my kids to go to public schools. I don't. There's so much stuff going on these days that I would much rather them stay home and learn. And actually, there's a learning program that involves learning outdoors, and
Well,
the
that would be
large
neat.
majority of their classroom time is in the woods and like exploring, and that's what kids should be doing.
See, that's something I love to do. I'd love to just, go get lost in the woods and just kind of explore my way back.
One thing me and Bree want to do when the kids are a little bit older is actually go out and do a survival trip.
I will be right there with you, and you know I will.
I don't know. I know. I would love to do something like that.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Of course,
You know, I've got hatchets and all. I've got my survival bag and everything. Pots, pans, freaking water
Now,
skins.
one thing I do need to do is actually do a little bit of training beforehand and actually learn how
That's
to...
what you got me for.
Yeah, well, I know, but I don't want to rely on you.
That's true.
Well,
You know how to start a fire. I've shown you that many times.
Yeah.
And we have fire starters too.
And I know how to do depending on what kind of fire you want to do.
Right.
There's the log cabin, which you would want for cooking, and then the teepee for keeping it nice and long
and warm.
Yeah, and warm.
Yeah.
I'm the builder architect when it comes to shelter as well as like fishing stuff and.
I think all three of us would be pretty good on doing that.
Yeah.
Don't
I can
eat.
make the net.
Yeah, you can make the net.
You can do the net. That's perfectly fine. But when it comes to constructing like lean-tos and all of that,
I'm better with like the fibers and tying off and. getting stuff put together.
I've shown you that one guy,
You don't want it?
the guy in Indonesia that
You're done with it?
digs out freaking houses in the ground
Like
and all
everybody
that.
freaking watches those at 2 a.m.
I watch those all the time. I can't get enough.
Miss Yeah, who does the office videos
Yeah.
of like making crazy foods with just like office supplies.
Have you seen those?
I think I have.
I freaking love her. There's one that she has where her and 2 of her coworkers
Do
had
about 5
to
more
do.
minutes on the mushroom.
They had to do a
Say about 5 minutes.
so she's of Asian culture,
Right.
And typically in that type of culture, workplaces do trust building seminars.
Well, see, the only thing I
and-
build out of office supplies is weapons.
Well, no. They
You
like
remember
they'll
that pen
actually
gun?
they'll send their employees off to like wild nature resort type things to do like these like morale building seminars.
He's gonna
And
knock
she
that
and,
over.
and 2 of her coworkers went, and they had it was like a nice little like creek river type thing, and she fashioned a bunch of stuff to catch fish. She made a little bit of fire. And it was just like really cool seeing her work with her coworkers in the nature as opposed to the office.
James.
Where are they?
They're on the table.
James. The kid's trying to steal the food.
Speaking of food, what animal would you like to eat that you haven't eaten yet?
Honestly, I do not know if I've had deer or not. I think I might have, so I'm not going to use that one. I've always kind of been curious of how rabbit tastes. Just because it's something you wouldn't ordinarily think of eating.
Oh yeah, it is very, very lean.
I've heard it gets kind of greasy.
You
Duck is supposed to be pretty good. But I think for sure I'd definitely have to say rabbit.
yeah. See, rabbit. You hear probably more often like rabbit stew. That's one of the best
Yeah.
things it's in because
Because
it's
it
such
cuts
a,
the grease. And
yeah.
It tenderizes it. And,
No, opposite. It has no fat content.
well,
on
yeah,
it.
that's true.
So that's why because low and slow would make it tender, because there is no fat on
Yeah.
it.
What about you?
Well, I've had a lot of different game over the years.
I've noticed we've both, between us, have had a lot of four-legged creatures.
Yeah, gator,
Gator.
elk. I've had elk.
You've had deer too, you said.
I've had deer. In fact, I've had deer multiple different ways.
I'm
I've
not
had it as
entirely
burgers,
sure if I've had
meatloafs,
deer
turkey.
or not. I can't remember. But I want to venture on the side to yes, I have. So
I mean, it's more common up here to have deer.
I've had squirrel.
I have not had squirrel.
It was a stew.
See, another one of those animals.
I'm about to catch the chipmunk that we have living in our bushes. Not to eat though.
Man, that thing ain't got no food
Not to
content.
Not the
I wanted his pet. It's the cutest little thing. It comes up to the door almost every morning.
I'm trying to think what else I've had.
I don't know if moose is edible.
I don't know.
I've never heard of anybody saying that
I don't
they've
think
eaten
you want
moose.
to try to catch a moose in the wild.
You
Those
better
things
have
are
a lot of
mean.
arrows or many high-powered
Those
rifles.
things are freaking mean. Apparently, those things can swim
Yeah, moose can
really
swim.
well
Yeah.
and like can stay underwater for a decent amount of time.
Yep.
There's a I think it's a Twitter feed that I've come across a couple of times that is a story of, and it's like, if say the aliens invade Earth and they think that the humans are what they have to worry about, but no, it's the
moose.
wildlife. And then it's just like going through this story of like these aliens trying to invade Earth, and like they've pretty much killed the entire human population except for a few that they've kept. And it's like, oh, what was the first one? I can't even remember. There was like the bear. They were talking about a bear and
I wanna try
the hippopotamus, and I was like, and then the humans caught on to their lack of knowledge, and they started burning all of their books and everything they had. And they came back. We came back from our patrol, and we asked the human what this god awful creature was, and the human looked at us and shook his head sadly and said, "Hippopotamus." I have read that thing like 3 or 4 times, and I love it every time. It's awesome. Okay, the wine is starting to talk. If you haven't caught on, this is
What about
good wine.
fish? I know I'm big on fish. I'm not so sure about you.
Booger.
Now, I wouldn't say that I'm big on catching fish, but as far as
I hate
eating-
catching it because I always end up hurting
What?
myself somehow. I always end up hurting myself.
Hooked my finger like almost all the way through, and I still love it.
I don't have the patience for it either.
I have ate
I'm very impatient.
a lot of river type fish.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to
but you see me
ask
with my
you.
patience,
It's like,
right?
what kind of fish? Like, if you had to choose, what would be your top fish?
Catfish.
Never had it.
Thank
Fucking
God.
love catfish.
I'm glad I agree with you on
When
that.
it comes down to freshwater and lake fish, catfish. Love cat. You've never had catfish?
I've never had catfish.
It is a
You're in
very-
trouble right now.
It is a very
I
good.
literally
You're in
want to
trouble.
go down to Cumberland and catch them
Just
and
throw it
eat
on
them
a-
off the boat.
Seriously, just go to Tickets right now.
No,
Their catfish
I
is
want
actually
fresh.
really good.
I want straight up fresh. If I want the experience, I want the experience.
One of the things that I loved growing up was we would go out fishing when I was living with. I say living with when I was out with my my grandparents for the summer. Every year we'd go to this specific spot on a river out in the middle of nowhere, and we would catch catfish, like a lot of catfish, and one thing that was really cool was that my Papa had set up in their bathroom of all places a place for him to clean the fish.
Oh. Well,
And
I mean,
I would watch
It's a messy
him.
business.
I would watch him fillet everything off the catfish, and then we would end up cooking it up, frying it up, and it was so good. There's nothing like fresh caught fried catfish. Ooh. Now to try one of these pieces of chicken.
yeah, we're gonna do a quick taste on this dry rub chicken finger here. It's good, but it's missing something.
Wet.
No. But I'm not sure what.
It's a bit smoky. Smokier than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah. Have you ever cooked a steak on an open campfire?
Not steak, no.
I have.
What was the question?
Have you ever cooked a steak on an open campfire?
Not a campfire, but my mother does it over her own fire pit.
It's close enough to a campfire.
It is a campfire, essentially. Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. Needs something. I don't know what,
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Me too. Anyway.
Save me a piece.
Sure.
Did you say sure?
Yeah.
You didn't save me a piece, did you?
Baby, we just started.
I thought you broke one piece up.
Anyway. Another thing we've done. And this is one we've done together.
Yeah.
We did the bike trail
Oh, yeah.
for, what was it, 22 miles?
Well,
James,
it was, that was 22 rounds, 11 straight.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm sure add like another mile because we ended up going into Dayton a little bit. And we were trying to find a place to eat. And it didn't make any sense because everything was like closing down and it was a Friday.
Right, and it was like 6 o'clock. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That was really weird.
But we found a Subway of all places.
But I was just thinking about it, going through the Metro Park on the bike
Oh,
and
yeah.
down by the river down there. It was actually really enjoyable.
Oh, my
very
gosh,
pleasant.
Yeah. Really nice ride, especially if you're into biking, which at that point in time, we were biking a lot.
Yeah, we were. As a matter of fact, I think we ought to do that again sometime.
I would love to do that.
We could get some pull-alongs for your kids or something.
Oh, yeah. They can come
That'd be
through.
kind of cool. Then we could do like a whole outing. Maybe see how far we can take the bike path
Right.
instead. We were on a time constraint when we did it last time.
Yeah,
That's
because
why.
we were trying to book it. That's something.
Because I had
we
to be
could-
back before 9, I think.
That's something we could do is we could go and something sweet. That's what it's missing.
Yes. It's got a very sharp bite of... I can't identify the spice right now.
I'm like licking my lips and I got a little bit of honey and I licked the honey and I'm like, oh, that's it.
Oh,
that
that work.
what we need to be, what we need to do is just add a little bit of honey on top.
All right. That works.
What was it? Oh yeah. So what we could do is we could load up for camping
Oh, that would be awesome.
and kill
Just
two
get
birds.
like a backpack full of, waters and some food. Because it wouldn't be hard to find wood for a fire.
Right, but I mean, we'll have 3 bikes. We could also have.
Have bike rolls.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We should do that sometime.
That would be fun.
I'd have to get a new bike, I think. I think mine's starting to fall apart.
Yeah, we'd definitely have to. Well, I mean, we don't.
Well, you guys
a
have
bike.
to get bikes.
We'd have to get bikes. But if we were to do that, I think we'd want to probably go more professional. Go to like Casey's Bike Shop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know, like it'd be an arm and a leg, but better than going to Walmart.
But all in all, it would be worth it in the long run because if we enjoyed that, we'd do it more.
Mhm.
And then it'd just expand from there.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man.
That's one thing I've noticed, Out of all the people I knew in high school, you're the one person I kept around.
It's because we do this.
Well, yeah. But even before we started this,
But that's why we started this, is because we can just sit here and shoot shit for hours and hours.
We can pick a topic and run with it.
Yeah.
So, James just did the cutest thing.
Yeah.
Mikey's in there crying because I can't find his pacifier.
Yeah.
I'm like, James, where did his pacifier go? Did you take his pacifier? He went, no. And I'm like, okay, well, where does pacifier go? We started looking around, and he found it. He went, oh, he got it. This is the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
And he's walking around with his toy shotgun like he's protecting the house and on patrol.
Oh,
Good investment giving you guys those.
I love that kid. It's kind of cloudy out.
It is a little cloudy.
Yeah.
But I mean, what better weather for Halloween?
Oh yeah. That is one thing though.
Alright guys, dinner time.
We'll be in just a second. We're finishing it up actually.
Awesome.
gonna make it a short podcast tonight.
We'll do a short one, yeah.
One thing that I want to do again, and it's hard to do because you can't find like a campground, is to sit underneath lights of the sky.
Yeah, that's why Oaks Quarry Park kind of worked.
Yeah, because I mean you're kind of down in a ravine, which blocks out some of the light.
And a lot of the light pollution from the base and all that is
Off to us, yeah.
just off that way. So if you look the other way, you can still see a lot.
Yeah, but not near as much
Right.
if you're in the middle of the West Virginia Appalachian Mountains. Unfortunately, the last time that we did that, it was before me and Bree were like seriously dating. But I had gotten a call saying, "Hey, I don't think your Pavel's gonna make it. You should probably head down here."
Oh.
So we ended up going down there, and we stayed for a week. And like 2 or 3 days out of that week, we ended up we couldn't stay out there because it started to get too cold.
Right.
But if it didn't get too cold, we would have definitely stayed out there because it was beautiful. You could see shooting stars.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's the one thing I hate about being in town.
Yeah.
You can't see a thing, star-wise. Is James over there?
Yeah. He's
James!
But that's what if I could do anything anywhere, doesn't matter where, as long as I can do that.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna end the night and we're gonna start something new. It's gonna be the quote of the week, and this week we figure as far as outdoors goes, it's something nice and simple.
The quote of the week will be, simplify. Remove the unnecessary from your life.
And that's what you do when you go into the great outdoors.
It is. You get rid of all the unnecessary stress and complaint from everybody. You don't have to hear anybody that you don't care to listen to. And you're just out there. And you deal with things on your own, you know?
Definitely. All right. Well, thanks for having us.
If you have any ideas for pods, leave it in the comments. We're
Yeah.
always looking forward to anything you guys feel like adding to the conversation.
Definitely. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and